I'm replacing the thermostat on a 2015 Porsche 911. This is a 991. Pretty easy to do. You just right under the muffler here, I already started cracking this loose. First thing you want to do is pull this drain plug out. Make sure you got a bucket underneath it and pull this out, let all the coolant drain. The coolant drained out, push in the little tab on this plug right here. The little tab, push that in and pull the plug off. That out of the way. Now you're going to use a inverted Torx bit like this. This is a 10 millimeter, and you're going to get these 3 bolts out. So pull these bolts all out, and I'll show you what to do next. Bolts out, you can take this little shield and pull that right off like this, and then here's your thermostat. And this just comes right off. So you keep your bucket underneath there. You're still going to lose a lot of coolant, and then just pull this thing right off until and sneak it out of here once it's done dumping. Now with your new thermostat, what I like to do is take a little bit of brake grease and just put it on the seal, just so it doesn't pinch on the aluminum housing when you're going to stick it back in. You don't have to do this. Technically, you could probably just push this in dry and be fine, but I like to use a little bit of brake lube and just kind of stick this back in place the way it was. Get it this way, take your bracket, put your bracket in place, and put your 3 bolts back on, put your drain plug back in, plug it in, and I'll show you what to do with the cooling system, with the how to top off the fluid afterwards here. When you're adding coolant back to the system after you have that all closed up, I like to use this airlift coolant evacuator, pull the system into a vacuum, let it sit that way for a minute, and then draw coolant back in that way so you don't have air pockets. These cars are prone to air pockets like most Porsches are because of just the complications of the cooling system. So if you do this, you avoid it. If not, if you're just doing this at home and you don't have an airlift coolant evacuator kind of kit, you can add coolant to it, let it run for a little while, let it cool off, add coolant again, and you may have to do that a few times before it stops, coughing up coolant and getting air out of its own system. So that's all. Thanks for watching.